You can see what I talked about. When the building's gone, there's still a concrete slab there. This is where we're doing scans, radiological scans. This particular one, I guess, is an alpha scan, which is just a different type. You're looking for a different type of particle. But it's a radiological scan of building 1319 concrete slab, right? And that's prior to then, once it's cleared on the top and broken up and cleared on the bottom, it can be properly disposed of. Or possibly recycled, yeah. Okay. So next thing we had, remember Bryce Bartoma gave a big presentation, I believe it was last Rab, on the data gaps investigation. So we went again into the Site 12 neighborhood, and we did we did hand augering with hand drills for soil samples. You might have seen that, some of the residents, yeah. We also did horizontal drilling under buildings. Did some of you see that with the big machines? Okay. That was something, I was a little concerned about that because that can be pretty intrusive when someone's living there. It's very sophisticated equipment, but what we wanted to do is get samples underneath the foundation, some soil samples. And we were able to do that successfully. We ran and the crew went smoothly, and I was really happy with that. We did some soil trenching in one concentrated area that you saw, and we're getting the results together on that. 8 specific trenches we did just to know a little bit more in that area than what we knew. And then we're doing, again, hand augering, which is just hand drilling, and then direct push soil sampling, which involves some machinery. And then we also did a little bit of soil vapor sampling to complement the body of data we already have. So we finished all of this yesterday, and today we were looking at the drums, basically, that are there, that'll be there for about another 2 weeks in the suite, and then the drums will be carted off. But all the field work is done for the data gaps investigation, and a report will be generated now. And this will give us the last piece of the puzzle for information we need in order to know, ultimately, with all the data that we already have, where we're going to have to dig, remediate, right, throughout the site. So to answer Andrea's question, specifically, where in the site are you going to do some digging? We're not there yet, but with this last piece of the puzzle, we'll have all the information we need in order to determine where it needs to be cleaned up or where it doesn't. Now, I've got to say, and I can't say this enough, because the Navy goes into a place, even like Bigelow Court, and finds some lead 2 to 3 feet below the surface at, say, 500, 600, 700 ppm, or goes and finds PCBs a foot under the surface at 2 or 3 milligrams per kilogram, because that's above a level that we can't leave in place and have to remove that. Just because we're doing that, for instance in Bigelow Court, doesn't mean that that's a threat to you as a resident on the surface. That does not mean it's a threat. That is not the reason why the Navy is cleaning it up. And we're cleaning it up because when you push it through a risk assessment and you look at the levels that we have to clean up to in order to transfer the property, the way we have to transfer it, that's what we have to do. And that's what the regulators tell us to do and we agree to do. But it's very easy to confuse that and saying, well, everywhere you're digging, there's a real risk to me personally, and that's just not the case. Okay, next slide. Okay, so here's some other